Today, we're going to look at a totally different way to think about building habits. It's an idea that swaps out luck for, well, a fundamental force of the entire universe. It's all about shifting from just hoping for the best to actually building your own momentum.
You know this line, right? Of course you do. It's that iconic wish for good luck from the Hunger Games. When we hear it, we think of hope, beating the odds, having chance on our side. But hang on a second. Let's really think about that. Is waiting around for the odds to be in your favor the best strategy? I mean, in the story, it's kind of a cruel joke, right? The odds are stacked against pretty much everyone. So what if we could rely on something a little more dependable than just plain luck?
Okay, so let's explore a new mantra, one that's built on a force that is way more reliable and predictable than just random chance.
Here's the big shift. Instead of wishing for the odds to be in your favor, what if we focused on putting inertia in our favor? It's a huge move away from hoping for some external luck and moving toward creating our own internal momentum.
So, what is inertia really? To understand how it works in our lives, let's just start with the basic science behind it. It's simpler than you think.
I just love how simple this is. It's not some crazy complicated physics term. Not really. It's a fundamental rule of the universe. An object in motion stays in motion. Things just, they tend to keep doing what they're already doing. And once you look for it, you see this force absolutely everywhere. It's in the grand cosmic dance of planets spinning and stars burning, but it's also way, way closer to home. You ever tell yourself, okay, just one more episode, and then suddenly it's 2 a.m? Yeah, that's inertia.
So how do we make the jump from physics to psychology? Well, it turns out this whole concept of staying in motion doesn't just apply to planets or TV shows. It applies directly to our habits.
And what's so interesting about this is that inertia is a totally neutral force. It doesn't care one bit if a habit is good or bad. Think about it. Starting a new workout routine is so tough because you have to overcome being at rest. But once you get going for a few weeks, inertia helps pull you along. And on the flip side, that endless phone scrolling, that's hard to stop precisely because its momentum is already carrying you forward. Okay, now this is where things get really, really powerful. We can actively use this force to our advantage. It's not about waiting for momentum to just happen to us. It's about creating it. I think we often worry about sticking with a habit for the long haul, but the real battle, the real war, is just getting the wheels turning in the first place. That initial push is where all the resistance is. Once you're in motion, inertia becomes your best friend. It helps carry you forward. So how do we do it? It really seems to come down to these 3 steps. First, you start small, and I mean tiny, a ridiculously manageable action. Second, you push daily. Consistency is what creates that first little bit of motion. And finally, you build that momentum. Before you even know it, you'll start to feel that incredible pull of inertia working for you, not against you. And that's why this matters so much. We live in a pretty unpredictable world, right? Markets swing, luck is fickle, the odds are, who knows. But momentum, that's something you can actually build. It's a force you can rely on because you're the one who created it. So let's just forget about wishing for good odds. Instead, let's focus on creating our own forward motion, one small push at a time. My wish for you is a new one. May the inertia be ever in your favor.